about place value, and we are looking at words or numbers that are in word form. Okay, so they're written out. So it helps if you just honestly, if you just read it out loud to yourself, you're going to see the number. Okay, because sometimes when we're reading, it gets confusing. So you have this to help you. It's okay to have this out with you as you're looking. 24,608. Now, watch this. Before I'm even going to start, I'm going to highlight if I see a decimal or a comma, because I know that that's going to exist in the standard form of a number. The standard form is the usual number form that we use. Okay, that's called standard form. Right here, I'm going to start off with the first part before the comma, but the comma tells me it's going to be a larger number, right? So I need to plan for spacing. I'm going to put my comma here in the middle. There's only one comma. I'm already going to put that there. So I have that they match. Boom, boom, comma. Okay, 24,000. Now I'm not writing out 24,000 as its own number. It's part of a number, right? So I'm going to put 24,000, that's my comma, as a signifier to me to tell me, oh, now I move into the hundreds place value. How many hundreds do I have? Good, 6. And it says 608. So, how am I going to write that? Do I write this? And don't write with me for a moment. Do I write 608? No. What's wrong with that? Jane?
It says 680.
Yeah, this says 680. My place value is incorrect, right? So, what is our focus on our lesson today? Place value. So make sure that you're writing the right place value. What can I use if I don't have tens? What number do we use?
0.
Lily? 0. 608. Okay? Don't forget your 0. 0 is a hero. It's a place value holder for us, and it works really well. Okay. 16,011. Again, I'm going to start off the same way. I'm going to highlight my comma, make sure I've got it here. 16,011. I have no hundreds. I know 11 has a 10 and a 1. Okay? Who can give me C? All right, Maddie?
312,460.
Oh, good job. That was D, though. Can you read C? You read a longer one. My goodness, good job.
99,009.
Okay, 99,009. Do you want to take a moment to write on the board? See if you can write it on the board? No? Pass? Anybody want to try writing it on the board? It's okay if you make a mistake. That's why I'm here. Go ahead. Yeah. I got some Expo markers up there. $99,009. Woo! What do you think? Yeah, I know, right? Yeah. I like the dance moves. Yeah. 99,000, comma, and then we just have 9 in the ones place. So we're using that 0 placeholder for the other values that we don't have any of, so that way it's correct. Any questions on this? Okay. I'm going to pause. I'm going to let you come back to these in a moment. Skip down to number 2. Number 2 says, write the following in words. Your least favorite, word form. Okay, word form. Use this to help you as we're going. Use this to help you as we're going, okay? It has how to spell 1,000 for you. Our first one. Who can give me the first part of this? Tell me what it is. Yeah. 50. 50,000. I'm just going to start with writing 50,000. So I have the word 50, F-I-F-T-Y, and then I have thousand. What comes after thousand when I'm writing in word form? Look above. What do we have here? What were we highlighting? Lily? Comma. Again, that tells us that there's a break or a shift in the numbers, okay? 50,000 and then what? What's the rest? What's the rest? 234. Okay, so 200 and word form, boy, do we start running out of space, huh? Look it, I'm already out of space. What am I going to do? Am I going to panic? No, I'm not. I'm not going to panic. 30-4. I'm going to squeeze it in there, okay? 30-4. When we're saying it's part of a number like 34, there's a dash in there, okay? Up here, we saw that, 20-4. If you forget how to spell any of these words, can you look them up? Yeah, you can look them up. That's okay. I'd rather you look them up and spell them correctly and practice them correctly than not look them up, okay? If you need help on the word form, that's okay. When do we use word form in the real world? Anybody know? No. Not that often, and it's honestly becoming even more outdated.
In checks?
Yeah, good, Parker. Yeah, in checks. So when you write a check, okay, you write the standard form, which is the number form, okay? You also have to write the word form as well, okay? Pretty much the only time we write it. Pretty much, that's it. And like I said, even then, we're not using checks as much anymore, but we still use them today. Okay, any questions on word form here? You guys feel like you got it okay? Yeah, McKeon, question?
Wait, no.
You're good?
Yeah, I was just jumping straight into another.
Oh, okay, all right. Are you guys okay if I jump to the next section then? All right. So what I'm doing right now is I'm going over each section and then give you time in class to work through it and ask any questions that you guys have, okay? And that's pretty much how we're going to do a lot of our lessons. Okay, this one is fill in the blank. Here, it's asking what the digit stands for. And we say digit instead of number. And the reason why is because when we say number, it could be any of these. Versus digit means a single place value. So when we're talking a digit, and I'm going to use my highlighter, doesn't matter what color, but right here, I'm looking for the digit 7. Not the number, but the digit 7. I'm going to zoom in on this a little bit. Okay? What does that stand for? I'm looking at where it is in the place value.
Are we writing it in words or in?
Great question. No, we're just going to write the standard number form once we find out what the value is. What is the value of the digit 7? Vianney?
Thousands.
Yeah, thousands. So if we have 7, what is it?
Thousands.
Right, what is it?
7,000.
Good, 7,000. That is the value of the digit. And we're just writing the number form of what that represents or stands for, okay? And I actually don't like it saying, well, what's it stand for? I like it saying, what's the value of the digit 7? Because really we're talking about value. Value is a better word choice here. What about in 61,260, the digit blank is in the 10,000s place. So 10,000 place, I'm going to look here. I have my comma, and then I go over 1, 2 place values. Again, I can use this. I'm going to do the same here. Go over 1, 2, so the 10,000s. What is the digit? Not the value. What's the digit?
1.
Not quite. What's the digit? Sam?
6.
6. Good. Here, again, 10,000s. That's what it was.
Yeah,
10,000s.
6.
Yeah. And now it's asking us, what's the value of 6 10,000s?
60,000.
60,000. You got it. And it's kind of fun with math. Like, this is fun math to me. You're going to hear me say that a lot, which is why I like teaching this grade, because math is still fun. Okay? But it's fun because really we're just multiplying, right? 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 60,000. That's it. That's it. All right, let's do another one together. In 432,091, the digit 0 is in what place value, McKeon?
100.
Yeah, hundreds. Well done. You guys are so sharp. I love it. Hundreds place. If you forget how to spell hundreds, we've got it on here. Okay? So again, I like to highlight. It just helps me. Okay, I'm going to zoom out here. Just checking where we are on time. Oh, okay. So, next class, we're going to look at expanded form or expanded notation. Sam, what are we talking about? Okay. It's called expanded form or expanded notation, but think of it as I take a regular number, like 562,000, and then I expand it out. I lengthen it as long as I possibly can. That's all I'm doing with this. This is expanded form. I write out every value for every place value. Okay? So I have 40,000 plus 2,000 plus 100 plus 8. What number are we talking about? What's the standard number? Adam? 42,108. Sorry, 108, not and. And represents what? A decimal. Okay, so it's 42,108. Good. So, again, it's like, this is so easy to write. Why would we expand it? We don't have enough paper and space for that. But it's important to understand the value of every place value and every digit in that place value. Okay? So with this, we're just filling in the blanks. So this first one is expanded form of this number. Okay? And so this is expanded form, standard form. The next one, it's just asking you to add. Okay? But when we're looking at place value, it makes addition really easy on a problem like this when all we're doing is we're changing out a couple zeros, right, for this number. So watch, I'm going to copy the exact same thing. I don't have to stack it and add it. I can just replace those zeros with 32. So I have 562,032. And I didn't have to stack them and do vertical math to make sure I had it all lined up, okay? So anytime that there's going to be a trick in math or a shortcut, because I like shortcuts in math, I'm going to teach it to you, okay? All right, who thinks they can give me this one? That's a lot of fun. All right, yeah. Yeah, so tell me what to write. 7. Okay. Good. Comma. 0. Good. Yeah. It's a little tricky on this one because initially what I want to write is just a bunch of 7s.
Yeah.
Right? I'm like, woo, that's fun. But it's a little tricky. And I love that you did not get like caught up by that at all. You remembered your place value and that we needed to use 0. Okay. We're going to look at number 5, letter A. 25,830 equals 25,000 plus, again, we're looking at expanding this now. Standard form, expanded form, which is the really long version here. What place value are we missing here? 800. Yeah, the hundreds place value, and it's 800. That's all we write in the blank. Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy. Yeah, Parker. Question?
Oh, it was the answer for the next one.
Oh, yeah. Give it to me.
It is 300,000.
Yeah. 300,000. I know this, again, this math is fun because it's like, psh, I know this, it's so quick, right? When math is quick, be careful because that is when you can actually make the most mistakes. Did you know that? Because your brain is going so fast and you're writing and you're just like, woo, I got this. And then that sometimes you guys will, like for me, I'm like, ooh, I'm just gonna write a bunch of sevens. Wait a second, there's 2 zeros in there, right? So slow it down just a smidge to make sure you get it correct, especially on those easy ones. Okay, here, what I say about our brain, it likes what? Yeah, it likes a pattern. And now, what are we doing in math? Identifying patterns. Yep, because math has patterns all the time. All the time. Let's look here. We have 35,552, and then the next number, and then the next number, and then we have 38,552. Before I even figure out the pattern. Now, how many of you know the pattern? Raise your hand, right? A lot of you do, okay? And I get that. But I'm going to still show you a trick to slow it down, make sure you're identifying the correct thing. And as math gets harder, because you start with something easy and we build off of that, and it gets harder and harder. But the tools and strategies and methods that I'm going to teach you can help you in those harder math lessons, okay, later on. Right now, my first look, I'm just identifying what place value is changing, and I'm going to highlight that, okay? I go from 35, then I got 38 over here, 39, okay? Already, I can already see what? I have my numbers that stay the same, and then my numbers that increase. So, I had 35, and then I go 38, 39. So what's my next one going to be? 35, 30,
36.
Good, 36,000, and then I put in 552 because that stays the same every time. Okay, 500, I know, easy. We love when math is easy. Then what's my next number? 37,552. Now, am I done? No. Why? Because this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to highlight that place value, and I'm going to check to make sure I did it right. 35, 36, 37, 38, 39. Okay, we got it right. Okay, I always suggest going back and highlighting that place value to make sure you didn't make a mistake there, because again, when it is easy math and we can do it so fast, our brain like works faster than we can write, than we can even talk, okay? So it kind of just pulls us back a minute to make sure that we're doing it correctly, okay? Okay, I'm going to skip down again to letter A on number 7, which is greater. Right now, I see that the first digit of both of these standard form numbers are different. I'm going to highlight those. I told you I use a highlighter all the time in math, okay? Immediately, what does this tell me? I have the same number of place values, but my digits are different. Which is greater? Yeah.
31,000.
31,000, good. Greater, it's going to be this one. By taking that extra, 5 seconds to highlight those numbers real quick, it made me certain that I was correct on my answer. Okay? Now I'm going to jump down again because I know you guys got all this. A lot of this is review for you guys. Rearrange each set of digits to make the greatest possible number and the smallest possible number. I'm going to give you one example for this first one. When we're talking about the greatest number, we're going to start with the digit that has the greatest value, which is what? 9. Then what? Okay. Then? Okay. Then? Good. Yeah, I heard you guys. 1. Oh, nope. 3. Good. You guys caught it. Good job. Okay. Once I write all of my digits, now I'm going to plug in my comma. Okay? Where is it going to go? Between what 2 digits? Parker?
It will go between 6 and 4.
Going between 6 and 4. Now, I'm going to do this in the reverse of smallest number. What can I do? If I've already done the work, I could just write it backwards, right? It's also a way to check. 1, 3, 4, 6, 9. We're so used to counting up to 9, right? So we can see that this is correct right away. Where does my comma go in this number? Wendy? Between 3 and 4. You got it. Great. Any questions on this exercise? No? All right, good.